Alright guys, I'm going to give you my best Smaug impression. Here we go, ready? That's awful, isn't it? The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug is directed by Peter Jackson and stars Ian McKellen, Martin Freeman, and a bunch of other people. I'm not going to go into that. So The Hobbit, The Desolation of Smaug is the second part in the Hobbit trilogy. Now, before I get into this movie, let me explain my view on the first Hobbit and the Lord of the Rings trilogy. Lord of the Rings trilogy, love it. That's all I can say. I love it. One of the best trilogies ever. 3 of the best films I've ever seen, particularly Return of the King, and now The Hobbit Part 1. I enjoyed it for the most part. I did have a couple problems with it, particularly in the pacing, and there wasn't enough action, and also, I felt that it was too kiddie, the first film. So now we're on to the second one. Here we go. So the second one picks up directly after the first one. So if you go into this movie without watching the first Hobbit, then you're honestly stupid, because you have to watch the first one. You don't have to watch Lord of the Rings, though. I mean, if you want to, then you can do that. Shit happens, everyone gets separated, new people, blah blah blah, blah 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 blah. And then my phone's ringing. And let me just tell you guys this. This movie was great. I loved it. I loved it so much. Oh, it was so good. Anyway, yeah. Let's get into the stuff. I thought the story was very good. I like it a lot more than the first one, obviously. I think everybody's going to like this one more than the first one. If people are like, oh no, the first one's better. Bullshit, the first one's better. This one is so much better. In all ways possible. I do think the visuals were good. There was some CGI at certain points that didn't work. The visuals were fine. I thought the visuals were pretty good. And probably the best thing was not just the action scenes, but the acting. Martin Freeman is great. We all know now that he is the perfect one to play Bilbo. He's great on Sherlock, and he's great here. Ian McKellen, he's incredible, okay? He's incredible as Gandalf. Thorin Oakenshield, I don't know what the actor's name is, but he is still the badass. That character is great. I love that character. All the dwarves do their thing. They're fine. Luke Evans is in this movie, and he was pretty good. I didn't really care for his character that much, but I thought he was pretty good. Evangeline Lilly. So fucking beautiful. I liked her in this movie. I thought she was pretty good. She was a badass. And actually, her character was not even in the book at all. That character was specifically written by Peter Jackson, which is pretty cool, and it worked. Legolas is in this movie, though, but he wasn't in the book as well. Orlando Bloom jumps right back at Legolas. He was awesome, okay? It was awesome seeing him back, and exciting, and he's still a badass. But let's face it, Smaug is the king of this movie. Benedict Cumberbatch provides both the voice and motion capture for that film. And let me tell you guys, he was, as Jeremy Johns would say, awesome-tacular. He was so... That guy... I don't even know what to say. That dragon was so scary. I was on the edge of my seat. My heart was beating really fast. I kept shaking. I was shivering. Like that. And... I really loved the character. And that epic final battle, really, between Smaug and Bilbo, or encounter, or whatever you want to call it, was one of the best scenes I've ever seen in the Lord of the Rings trilogy and The Hobbit as of now. Like, both of those combined. That's one of the best scenes, for sure. Very memorable. Yeah, that's really it. I know I don't have that much to say, but I have to say this. In the end, The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug is a great movie. It's a great second part. But when the movie ended, my audience was screaming, yelling, clapping, crying. It was crazy. That's how much we are all mad, because we have to wait a whole year for one more movie. And it's sad, because when the next one comes out, there's no more. No more movies in Middle-earth. Lord of the Rings is over, and The Hobbit's over. I'm hoping that The Hobbit Part 3 is great. I'm sure it will be. For this much anticipation, yeah, it'll be great. I'm giving The Hobbit, Desolation of Smaug, an A minus. So guys, tell me what you thought of The Hobbit. Did you like it? Did you hate it? Do you think it was better than the first one? Let me ask you that. Was it better than the first one, or was it the same in your opinion? To me, it was so much better. Thanks for watching my review, and see you soon.